Morning diggers, thanks for joining me again, or joining us again, and thanks to all the new subscribers, and thanks to everybody that watches and the old subscribers and all the comments. I always say that, I just love it, I'm just loving it. Anyway, we're back up in Somerset. We're on a new field today. This is the second day actually, but we're just trying this little bit over here. See how we get on with that. It's yeah, sort of bit of grass and pasture and stuff, so that'll do for a couple of hours, and if it's no good here, we'll go back to the place where we was. Well, I'll tell you about that now. We were out yesterday and we found a couple of amazing bits. You may have seen a couple of bits and pieces on the Facebook pages about it, but we found some lovely bits and we're loving it. Anyway, going back to the weather, it's been freezing, so I've decided to get my bike suit out. This is a thing I wear on my bike when it's freezing cold and raining like hell, and it is just perfect for detecting. And I think it's called Port West, and this one's a XXXXXXL because I'm a big fat bugger. But anyway, we'll see you at the first hole, and yeah, wish us luck.
Forget our fear of what comes after. We'll hold on for better days. Let our past begin to shatter. Days like these, we can see the way to live out a new chapter.
Well, the first signal went brilliant, but this one was good. We got a little buckle here. I don't know if it's broken or not. I'm going to try and clean it up a minute. I'm not going to poke it about my hands. Hang on a sec, I'll come back to you. Well, there you go, that's cleaned up. And I'll put some over here, here somewhere, of what it actually is. It's not a spectacle buckle. This bit in the middle is sort of rusted. But yeah, we always think we could say sort of 1700, but you know, I'll bet now that goes back a bit further than that, and I'm not even looking, so I'm not cheating. Anyway, oh god, we're out in this storm. My god, we haven't got the rain, but we got the blimmin' wind. But I'm not complaining. I woke up this morning and that's good enough. Well, this is another nice one. This is a little Victoria halfpenny, and I can just see. Well, I could just now, wherever that's gone. Yeah, right on the bottom, 1891 Victoria Younghead. There you go. It's not a beautiful coin, and obviously, you know, we're just looking for anything we can, really. But that's a beaut as well. What a great start. Well, I'm sure some of you are going to say, I don't believe it. Well, to be honest, I don't bloody believe it either. Oh, I can see the head. Let's try and go, it's a sunbather. Well, it's not sunny. Unreal. And I think this is a silver Denarius. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Hang on a sec, I'll clean it up. Well, here we go. Look at that, a silver Denarius, I think. I'm going to get on to my mate Mike Ford. He'll tell me who it is. He's forgotten more than I'll ever know, but oh my god, what an absolute stunning coin. Well, I just had this up. I'm trying to clean up whatever it is, just get covered in muck, but it's got something about it because it's got a flat bottom here, and it looks like a spoony type thing, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to try and clean it up a minute. Hang on a sec. I've cleaned it up. I've no idea what it is. I'm going to get an idea on it, I'm sure. It's got something going on in the back, but it came up on quite a high signal. So I think it's a bit of bronze of some sort, but what could it be? It's the same with all this metal detecting stuff. You know, you find this stuff and you think, what is it? you know, what is it? It's a square bit here, or sort of an oblongy type thing, and it just looks like something, but I just don't know what. Anyway, moving on. You know, I go on about this machine all the time, how good it is. And look at this. This is just an example. That's a 177 pellet. Some sort of pellet gun, and that is coming up on a 7. Clear as day, on that Manticore with that 9-inch coil. If you know, I go on about this 9-inch coil, and I go on about the machine. Once you get your head around it and you know what you're doing with it, there's not much stuff it misses. And you know, it's a testament to the stuff, you know, that I find around here. It just bangs it up. It's a brilliant machine. Well, there we go. Look, you could just about see the Britannia there. See it? And as I said, I'll impose something over the top of it. So yeah, there you go. And over this side should have been George III somewhere. But yeah, lovely coins, one of my favourites. I just, you know, the amount that I've seen, weird coins these are, the amount that I've seen people say, oh, they're brilliant, lovely, mint. Look at this one. 9 times out of 10, they've always been dropped, and once they're dropped and they have a dink in the side, that's the end of them. But there is some really nice ones out there, but that one, as I said, I think is 1797. I might be wrong. There's a story about them that I've said before. I think I said that they stopped making them because the copper content superseded the value of it, which was a penny. Yeah, you may know that, or you may not. But yeah, a cartwheel penny. Well, and it still keeps giving. I think we've got a 1928 penny there, and that should be George on the other side of there. And it looks like George. But yeah, 1928. What do you think? It looks that way. Well, as I said earlier, I'm not sort of filming everything because I'm just getting diggered. Look at my boots. Ugh. Anyway, spectacle buckle, Georgian buckle, and a lead knob with a hole in the middle. Don't know what that is, but this is nice. Look. Had a little search round, couldn't find the other bit of that, but you know, you got a little Georgian buckle, 1800s. So yeah, it's good. There's history here, but it's some big fields. Look at this, big, and muddy as hell. But never mind. Moving on, and let's see what else is about. Well, I do like these little artifacts. I'm not sure what this is. It seems to be a mixture of lead in something. Now, I thought it was a pot leg to start off with. No, I'm not sure. It's got something here, just in there. It's sort of, it goes down to about there, as you can see, and it's got this funny top on. So, I don't know. Blimey, no idea. But if you know, if you could let me know in the comments, that'd be great. Well, I'm not too sure what this is. I'm just trying to get it in the sun a minute. It's got like a pastel on there, some sort. It's like a Catholic type thing. Don't know. Might be some off a spoon. Any ideas? What do you think? Anyway, a bit of patina. Nice too. Well, here we go. Look, I think that's a farm token. It's got nothing on it to say it's a farm token, and it's got a hole in the middle, but it's round. So it could be a weight, or it could be a farm token. Or you could know. And if you do know, let me know. And then we'll all be happy, and we'll all live happily ever after. Well, look at this beauty then. That buckle works, but it should be over the other side there. But I'm not going to mess about with it because it's it'll break. So we reckon that's sort of 1500, and it could have been a strap buckle, or it could have been a shoe buckle. More than likely a strap buckle, I think. But yeah, it's definitely medieval. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. well, we switched fields and we haven't had a lot of luck actually, but I think this is a bit of horse's stuff, although it's sort of pretty flat on this end. So it could have been a buckle, but horse got, yeah, it's got a little bit of sort of mark there. So yeah, thinking buckle, but it could have been off the horse, like a horse rein or something or other. But yeah, that was only that one. Well, I went over it and it was on the top. Odd. Anyway, on to the next. Do you know, I was just saying to myself, these blimmin' 6s and 7s, I've been digging and digging and digging, and I got some examples of some of the stuff I've been digging at, and it's blimmin' frustrating. And I just went over this for a 6 or a 7, and can you see this? Can you see this? Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, I don't know which one it is. Should be able to get some off of that, but yeah, it's cut off. Yeah, definitely get some off of that, but look at the condition of that. Oh, blimey, I haven't seen them with those like that. Have you? Blimmin' beautiful. Anyway, I'll just try and clean it up a little bit. It's quite interesting actually. It's a shame it's a half. It's a cut half, but if you switch it over, or turn it over, that's William, the Lionheart, Scottish coin. See those two like star things there? And that's how you can suss that out. But yeah, what a lovely coin. Beautiful. I just had this one up, and I think there's no way a plough would have hit that. I mean, it's something, I don't know what it is, but I think it's, if I had a guess, it could be a half-hearted attempt of making a love token. What do you think? That's about the only thing I could say about it. It's about as big as a halfpenny. But anyway, moving on. Right, not only am I losing the will to live, we're running that light as well, but Summit's come up here. I think it's a Vicky sixpence of some sort. Yeah, I think that is. So it's a bit of silver. There's a crown up there. That's what the number is there. Number, whatever it is, 3, 6. Let's have a look at this side. Yeah, there she is. Veiled head as well. Look at that. Oh. Anyway, I'll just put some. My hands are black as well. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll put some over the top of here so you can see what it actually was when it started its life. Well, it's finished its life now. It's ended up in my cupboard or finds cabinet. Anyway, on to the next. Oh, it doesn't get any lighter. It's getting darker and darker. But look at this. What a beaut. And it's a buckle. We think it's a Georgian, something like that. Anyway, who knows. Very lovely though. They're great, these things, to find these. It's just perfect. Anyway, on to the next. And that'll probably be tomorrow now. Well, we're on the summit already. Georgian buckle, this one. Going to try and clean it up a little bit. But I don't want to trash it. Oh, they're so nice. And then you just, that little bit where you get a bit too ham-fisted. I'm trying to keep it in focus. Yeah, look at that. That's a cracker. And it's all moving as well. Yep. A beautiful little buckle. And we think it's Georgian. So we're saying sort of 1800s, something like that. Not to be too, yeah, precise, but that's what we think it is. And it's all working as well. Look at that. Been in the ground that long. What a cracker. I think it's going to be one of these days where we don't know what anything is again because it's so muddy. We're watching other groups digging stuff and you just can't get them clean out in the fields. You just got to let them dry out and do your best when you get home. But I think this is a coin and I think it's got a hole in it, or it could be a dog or a cat tag. I'll only know when I clean it up. Well, there we go. I'm trying to keep myself amused. Look, a lead boot. How old do you reckon that is? That's off a toy, isn't it? Definitely wouldn't fit me. I'm size 10. That's probably a size, don't know what that is, but it's very small. Right, take 2. The lead boot, yeah, all of a sudden becomes A horse's head. Ah, mafia styley. Yeah, I wouldn't want that on my in my bed on the pillow next to me, that's for sure. Do you know, every now and again I film lead. I don't film at all, just every now and again, because I get some odd bits up and I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, or what that was used for, would it be it can't be a brush, could it? It can be, I don't know, it's all these sort of things on here. Reminds me of teeth. Odd one. Well, here we are. I'm going to try and do a live dig. It's blimmin'. I've got a 65 here, but it's not quite right. But yeah, I want to do more live digs. But if you see the state, I mean, the time it takes, you know, I'd rather get some out of the ground, clean it up and show you, rather than just watch this. Because this, you know, normally I sort of chuck it over like that, sort of go like that. It's in here somewhere. And then you're down on your knees in all this blimmin' mud, which we're not complaining about. Never complain. And then it's in there somewhere. I don't want to spade it, whatever it could be. Oh, I think it's probably lead. This. Oh, hear that? Yeah, something down there. I'll keep filming because I can't edit it. I'll cut a bit of it out of this crap. Yeah. And this is why I'm not doing the live digs. Look at it. Blimmin' crap. Tin. What can you do? Anyway, on to the next. Well, again, it's not very often I film the buttons, but that's a nice one. Big dandy button. Probably 1800 off of somebody's coat, I reckon that was. Yeah. Blimmin' lovely. Well, this is a nice little thing. It's a, I think it's a child's thimble. That is tiny. It's the smallest one that I found, I reckon. And yeah, that came up on about 20 on the Manticore or something like that. Yeah, child's thimble. And that probably dates back to about 1800, I reckon. And that's somebody on his motorbike going mental. But yeah, lovely. Well, just off the metal detecting scene a minute. We're trying to get our sort of surface finds in pots and clay and all that sort of stuff in order, and glass. That's a bit of Staffordshire slipware, and that dates back to about 1700 or so. And we're just trying to ID this bit of glass. It could be nothing, could be something very thin, and yeah, could be a bottle, could be anything. But I'm just trying to get a level of awareness of dating ground and having a good look around. Because if you find, you know, like just now I was you haven't seen them, but I've dug about 3 or 4 buttons in amongst all this stuff. So it's promising. It's not brilliant, but it's promising. And it, you know, it's a different angle to metal detecting on trying to date stuff. Well, we've been finding quite a bit of lead today. In fact, tons of the stuff. Not tons, but enough. Enough for you know, enough for one day. But that is quite interesting. That it's made into some sort of star. Whether it's a bit of decorative on a horse or something like that, or on a coach, or whatever. If you know, let us know. One of the last digs of the day, I think we got Jetton here. It's not hammered. You can see there's writing on the top there, and there's something going on. I'll spin it a bit, but you can see it's definitely a Jetton. You flip it over. And yeah, this is one of the things we're detecting. This was probably a beautiful coin once upon a time. And, you know, somebody would have treasured this or spent it or done what they ever done. They all done with them. But, you know, for us to identify that is nigh on impossible. And I'd say that's a token or a Jetton. You can just see it. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be the last dig of the day, and yeah, moving on. Well, we've had a lovely couple of days digging, and it's come to an end, unfortunately. But we've had triple silver, and that was from a field that we know there's stuff in. So we've left that, and we just think to ourselves, we can go back there at any time we like. So we've just had a little look across, you know, these other fields. There's quite a few. This used to be actually 6 fields, this one, so it's huge, and to get round it, and you got all this mud. I mean, look at this. It's incredible. But anyway, we've kept at it. We've got the triple silver. We got the William the Lion, which is a half cut, as you've seen, the cut hammered. That dates back to 11 something or other. And incidentally, people go on about what things are worth. If that was a full one, it would be worth around about 800 quid. But the King Stephen that we found not so long ago, if you found a full one of them, you'd be talking of 8 grand. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. All I can say is thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking all the comments. Just love it. Anyway, all I got to say now is we'll see you again on the next dig.